What up everybody, it's Matthew Mickey, and so far we discussed volatility surface, which accounts for the volatility and the time, right? Now we are going to look at the aspect of time, right? Known as term structure, right? To make this concept easier to understand, we will start with futures. However, options have this too, and then once we understand it from a future standpoint, then we're going to go over to the options land, right? We can see demand of whichever asset class we view through time, right? So futures have monthly contracts as you would expect. The price of the S&P, oil, bananas, whatever, right? Whichever futures contract you want to look at should be cheaper this month than next month. Why? You're paying for time, right? The price futures contract is just saying that you will buy the product at the now price and the seller will deliver the product when the futures contract expires. That's it. All right, let's look at this through oil. Right, so like if there's a lack of supply in oil, but there's a huge demand for it, people will bum rush this month's contract, making this month's contract more expensive than next month's contract. The price of the at the money calls for USO, this month expiration will be, the volatility will pick up and it will be more expensive than the same call option for next month's expiration, because demand is the cause of that volatility. And that means oil's in backwardation, right? Because it's not trading normal, right? The way it's trading is outside of, time versus. If that's confusing, go check out my buckets of liquidity, volatility, and the Fed series. All right, so we used oil as an example. Now let's use the VIX. The VIX is usually known as an insurance policy where investors and traders invest in VIX, and that way if the market crashes, they're protected from the VIX going up. And so like if we take next month's contract, VX2 minus VX1, this month's contract, we can get a good feel on how panicked the market is from an insurance, how hedged they are, because it shows us like the spread between next month's contract and this month's contract. So if it's below zero, they're running for the door. They're paying all the money they can to get volatility, right? If it's above zero, then it's just a normal, market. All right, we're going to dig more deeper into term structure using options. Later.